Greetings, I'm Taalik. I had the pleasure of speaking with Taalik, Ibn'rad, and he has a movement / ministry by the name of the Reality Temple on Earth. And I had the pleasure of speaking with him for several hours today. And I think it's only fair that I do a reaction video to the conversation. And the conversation was on various topics, which was basically centered around African quote-unquote consciousness. And he was a real deep brother, very down to earth, very approachable. He didn't carry himself like a know-it-all. Someone you could talk to and really listen to you. It was such an honor to finally meet somebody over the internet that has an ear to listen, and not only an ear to listen, but will take full action on what they stand for. And I appreciated having that conversation with you, and I do look forward to working with you. There's a lot of issues regarding the black family that needs to be addressed. That's much deeper than just being deadbeats, being convicts, being cheaters and liars. That's just a symptom of the underlying problem, which nobody seems to want to address because everybody wants to point the finger at the other woman or society as a whole or the white man. But the truth be told, the white man don't dictate every single action you do. And that's just what it is. And not only that, but as being black myself, I know that we're cowards. And on so many different levels. On so many different levels, we're cowards. We're cowards because we do a whole lot of talking and debating and negotiating, but when it comes down to getting with the business, when it comes down to making shit happen, everybody is just waiting on the next person to see what they're going to do instead of taking point blank action within themselves. We also discussed in depth about the breakup of the black family. We talked about Christianity, which is just certain things, no matter with all the information I know about it, it just will never ever sit well with me being Christian because I already know the origins of it. And once you got full knowledge of it, it's like learning the truth about an adulterer and pretending that it never happened. It never will. It'll always linger in the back of your mind. Excuse my appearance too. I'm relaxing. I'm winding down. And, I just, man, I'm in my element. I don't have to put on a damn dashiki and a turban to teach and be taught. You know, I'm very down to earth as an individual, and you know, I'm in my element right now. You know, but one thing I will tell you is that a change needs to come, and people can dance around the shit with pointless movements and lectures and, you know, debates and all this bullshit, but at the end of the day, something needs to be done because we got a new generation that's coming up in ahead, and they need to be taught to be, you know, independent and strong and fearless, and you're not going to be that if you're a fucking coward. And, you know, you can think because you dib and dab in your kid's life, you dib and dab in community, you know, uplifting, but truth be told, until you literally get off your ass and make some shit happen, the problem is still gonna remain the same. And you're still gonna be crying on Facebook, YouTube. You know, a lot of the people on YouTube is hypocrites, and furthermore, don't even have no business trying to educate because you're spreading ignorance and foolishness and nonsense, and it's not even necessary. And most of you guys don't even practice what you preach. I don't know no conscious people that's ready to get a circumcision. I don't know no conscious people that's willing to excuse me. Oh man, this camera is horrible. Sorry about that. I don't know any conscious people that's really truly adopt African culture. Not only that, I ain't willing to do it either. You know, I actually like being in America, and to think you're gonna come to somebody's land is ridiculous and think you're gonna change something. For number one, you were brought over here in captivity. How the hell you think you're gonna change something when this doctrine, it stands right now? And the Black Panther Party couldn't change it. Louis Farrakhan couldn't change it. Malcolm X couldn't change it. Martin Luther King couldn't change it. You know, Coretta Scott King couldn't change it. No political figures could change America. Point blank period. Marcus Garvey, nobody. I don't give a damn who you talk to on YouTube, Facebook, any other website you talk to. None of them have a solution for racism. None of them have a solution to ending oppression, because we're on their land. What could you really do? It's not really that much you can do. When you're in somebody's hood, you gotta respect their gangster. You gotta respect America's gangster. And I do. I do to a certain extent. But I respect all levels of consciousness information, kindred information, kinetic information, however you want to call it. I respect all that. However, I'm right here, and I don't want to leave, and I'm not going to leave. And it's very pointless to have debates and lectures and all kind of crazy shit to try to convince people that their history is important when it's really not. Their history is only the past. And we're living in a world of 2015. Focus on what's going to be happening in 2025. You're not living in 17, 16, 15, or even before that. You're not living in any of those times. And it's very pointless to think that you're going to dictate something when you can't even dictate right here in America your current situation. Anyways, it's so much I would like to say.
Things that make you go, you know, these aren't jokes, these are thoughts, these are things that make you say, this may seem terrible, but oh my God, I didn't know you were black.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your girl, Evil T. I'm live on the scene in Lancaster, California. Today I would like to talk to you guys about EBT and why it is totally unacceptable amongst our black men. For number one, it makes them complacent. Once they have that EBT card, it's like they feel like that's low-key a credit card and they don't have to work or get benefits or, life insurance or anything like that. So I am no longer accepting the EBT card. If you have that card, forget about me. I'm not saying I'm Kim Kardashian, don't want to be her. I mean, she's a beautiful woman. I swear, I'm not hating on her body or none of that. However, my standards is a little bit higher than that. And I am no longer accepting an EBT card. If you have that card, we can only be friends. And I mean that. I mean, we can only be friends because the kind of lifestyle I'm striving to live is beyond what that card can pay for. And on top of it, some of the most beautifulest men, believe it or not, ladies, is at the county. Some of the most beautiful men is at the county building and the parole office. And drug programs. I'm not going to lie to you. You want to know where all the black men are that's out, that's not dead? That's where the majority of them at. And the ones that's not there, you can go down to Labor Ready or things like that. They done did some old weird shit and fucked their record up, and that's all they can get. You can find them there. Some of the most intriguing men I found were literally at them locations, and that's not because that was all I could get, because I've actually met a lawyer and dated him and talked to him and connected with him, and intellectually we were on the same page. However, I was already in a relationship, a long-term relationship, and couldn't pursue it because at that time, that person was on his way out of jail and it was just too much drama or whatever. But I'm just letting it be known. If you got that EBT card, bro, you can keep that motherfucker. Keep it and take it to somebody else's house. First of all, when niggas get that card and they put anything in that house, they automatically feel like they made everything happen. No, you bought some food. You didn't make everything happen. The cable alone is $200. The lights alone is $200. The rent is between $800 and $1,000. For some of y'all, even more than that. $221 and $200 in food stamps is hardly enough to think that you're providing for a household. And if you think that you're one bum bitch, you're one sorry son of a bitch, you're one loser ass nigga, because $200 of any kind of dollars, I can literally go in Target, and this is no lie, buy all my toiletries, and it'll be over $200. So based on that, you are not really doing too